These are wall ball squats with a bicep curl. To get into this position can be a little tricky between the ball and the weights. Let's take a look at how I got there. So you'll see that I'm going to reverse it essentially, but so you're taking the ball, whatever size you got, it's going to work as okay. Size doesn't matter with the ball here. You're going to put it against the wall. And you're going to put your lower back to the back of your pelvis, somewhere in that range against the ball. I'm going to have the weights already positioned pretty much right between where my feet are going to be, so that I can then simply step forward with my feet a little bit, squat down with the ball against my back. So I'm already kind of doing one of my first wall ball squats. Good form, shoulders back. I'm picking the weights straight up from there. From this position, now I'm going to get set for the real exercise. So I'm going to step my feet a couple of steps forward so that as I do go into this squat here, my spine can still stay a little more straight up and tall and put me in more of the seated position rather than having my feet more straight underneath me. If I go into the squat, the only thing I can do is bend my knees past my toes, and we don't want to do that. So I take a couple of steps forward, keeping my spine up straight and tall. I'm weight bearing with my hands in this exercise, shoulders back and down, like I'm trying to put my shoulder blades into my back pockets there. Feet are about hip width apart, by the way. And by parallel, we mean second and third toe of each foot pointing straight forward, okay? From there, I'm going to bend my knees, and I'm going to make sure that my knees stay right in line with the middle of their foot. So not with my knees inside my foot or outside, my knees right over the midline of each foot there. And then I'm just going to simply keep my spine up tall, shoulders back and down, holding these weights steady, squat down. And with the ball, I'm going to do a palms up curl. And I'm going to come up, I'm going to curl the way up to my shoulders at the top. And as I lower back down, I'm going to lower the weights all the way back down. So at the bottom, the weights are down. At the top, the weights are up. It's just controlling that motion straight up and down right there. You can do this with palms up, or if you've been instructed otherwise, you can do them with your palms facing in. Might feel better in your shoulder if you're dealing with some kind of shoulder thing there. Or you can even do reverse curls with your palms down. I would stay away from these unless you've been instructed to do them. Stick to either palms in or palms up for your positioning. If you haven't been instructed, palms up is going to isolate the biceps even more. So I would start with that if that feels okay for you. Otherwise, keep the rest of your squat form intact for your wall ball squats with a bicep curl.